The CIA didn't find the Ark of the Covenant. They discovered something much worse. Recent CIA documents discovered on the internet and ran by our friends over at the Ninjas and Butterflies podcast, as well as the Daily Mail, have uncovered something pretty crazy. Now, the CIA is no stranger to controversy, with operations like MK Ultra, where they brainwashed hippies and tried to test and use mind control. The JFK files have also rehashed a scrutiny in terms of how they're viewed within the different branches of government, specifically JFK himself saying he wished he could have smashed the organization into 1,000 pieces. Now, I will say that I appreciate them releasing information on their own website, and that's exactly where this information that we're going to cover today was discovered. And within recent years, I'll be honest in that there's not many things that will surprise me, but the CIA having documents that they themselves released about the Ark of the Covenant surprised me. It's not just that the CIA found out where the Ark of the Covenant is, it's the way they found out the location of the Ark of the Covenant. And the way they discovered it, to me, is the darkest part. We're going to look in the scriptures on what the Ark of the Covenant is and why it's so impactful, the different theories about where it is today and how it's been personified in pop culture. And at the very end of this video, we're going to reveal one hidden nugget that I haven't seen anyone else cover directly from the CIA.gov files. But before we get into that, guys, my name is Ruslan. This channel exists to encourage, empower, and inspire you to live a life that blesses God. Sometimes that looks like exploring archaeology, tying it into scripture. Other times it looks like checking out stuff that the CIA is revealing and some of the darker secrets that seem to be influencing our reality. So if you're new here, or if you're not new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. A huge percentage of the people that watch this channel, unfortunately, are not subscribed. All right, let's jump into this topic. So the Ark of the Covenant contains the 10 Commandments, the tablets that Moses got, a jar of manna, and Aaron's rod. Ultimately, the Ark played a central role in the children of Israel entering the Promised Land, with the waters of the Jordan parting before it. Exodus 25 describes the delicate nature in which it was constructed, a chest made with acacia wood, overlaid with gold. It had very specific dimensions for its rings, its poles, and the cherubim placed on top. And ultimately, the Ark of the Covenant contained the presence of God. But this wasn't just a glorified box with the 10 Commandments and other things inside of it. It came with power and very specific rules that, if broken, could result in death. The Old Testament depicts that it could only be carried by Levites who used poles to transfer it. No one could touch it directly. And if they did, death was the consequence of disobedience. And when the Bath Shemeth people looked inside, the Hebrew manuscripts say that 50,070 people were struck dead. And the power of the Ark of the Covenant is best illustrated in the Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark. But only 7 years after the release of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the CIA seems to have taken some inspiration. And that leads us to the CIA released file on CIA.gov. Project Sunstreak. Okay, so here's the official file. You guys can all go look at it. As you scroll down, there's two specific definitions that pop out that we have to address about this file. The first one is this box you see here that says psych